Don't eat an edible.
We can have a whole show on like crazy stuff
that Z-Nyce does?
Just during shows for everybody. Everybody. Like even this last show. I mean. Yeah, every show is funny.
He always looks at me because I have like a desk there.
Bro, I'm butter and I'm crying, bro. I'll be over crying because his eyes get so big. If you fuck up, it's like a teacher. You're in church.
He's like pointing
your
at
mother
you.
wants to whip your ass, but she can't get across you to whoop
She
your
looks
ass.
at you like I'm whooping your motherfucking ass.
Her eyes beats you up.
Right,
Like, I'm telling you, like you.
Well, because you got to think about it. Like church musicians, like keyboardists and organs, they're mostly like directors, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like when we do practices and like I hear it one way and then when we get on stage and let's say like the drummer's drunk and the bass player's high and they just want to do their own stuff. Sometimes I give them the look and then Rashad be like, I remember one time we did a New Year's thing and he was like, fix your face. And like they got a picture at Headliners of me when I have my little orange little Scully. They got a picture of me looking at Dre like this.
I mean, worthy. Like Lorenzo gets mad at Dre the most out of anybody in the band. Or at least the looks that he gives Dre is priceless, man.
I don't know what song it came in on, but we came in on the intro, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a 16 bar, whatever else. But like the first, it could have been like 32 or something. But like 16, Dre did something totally different or whatever else. But he was supposed to keep it consistent. And Lorenzo's just looking at him like, dog, like what the fuck are you doing? Whatever. He came back in. Jalen looked at me. I'm looking at like Lorenzo. Like
all I gotta say is if the music ever stopped, y'all hear somebody yelling like me.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
You're in the back. Fucking straight.
He's the director. He's the director, bro. He's the director.
But you know
That's
what?
The band director.
But the thing about it is, man, like you know, with me, Rashad, James, you know, us, we've been to a lot of concerts together. You know what I'm saying? Right, so you think about it, like you had to leave because you had to go do a gig, but we got a chance to like see Chance, you know, see like Chance the Rapper. Or Anderson Paak when we all went.
Yeah, we went for Chance. That was definitely the most knowledge we got.
Oh, yeah, just to like sit bands. Back.
Yeah, opening for Chance the Rapper and his band, The Social Experiment. Yo, shout out to them. They was like super
information after the show.
Yeah, we talked backstage for what? Hours.
So it was like 3-4 hours.
Shout out to Donnie.
Yeah,
Donnie
I learned so much.
Yeah,
Christian done gave them some stuff to smoke. They was like, this shit is great.
So, yeah, it was
wonderful time. It sounds like bomb time to me. Shit, you passing that weed and knowledge.
I mean, and James was up there like playing basketball on the
shooting hoops on the bus.
Shooting hoops on the bus, and I mean draining
like
threes.
Lynn,
like
bro.
I'm just like, wow.
I got like a video of that, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's classic.
We did learn a whole lot about like just live performance, how to. Your timing, like there's a lot of stuff that because I've learned that I've seen a lot of rappers, especially in town and stuff like that are like forming bands and just a lot of bands in general. But like there's certain little things, there's little nuances that you have to have practiced a while to like get from like your timing to your intros, your outros to make highs and lows. You know, certain moments to feel low, certain moments to feel high. You know, sometimes you might just have to stop everything, like just put drops in there, you know what I'm saying? And then also what I've learned too is like giving everybody a chance to shine. Oh, giving everybody a chance to shine as well. I think that's the other thing too. But yeah, we learned a lot from, cause Chance the Rapper, his band is like crazy. So they're like insanely dope, but it was really dope after the show to like, for like, you know, Rashad to talk to Donnie Trumpet and for you to talk to Cottontail and like all these like so pretty much his keys were talking to our keys and
right.
He's all the producer who produces Chance's stuff.
Yeah. So. Our horns were talking to his horns. Just everybody. We're soaking up. Oh man, so much knowledge, man.
So it just puts us at a level. I think with the band, like James is so humble, but then we so humble. And then Josh is humble. And I just think as long as we remain humble, we so humble, we just point the fingers at each other. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, man, y'all did a good job. That's James. And he'll turn around and be like, nah, that's the band. They made me look good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a big conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like a band of brothers. And I'm Tyrese. But it's like,
wait, what? Hold on. What?
I know band of brothers, but he's Tyrese.
But he's Tyrese. What? I ain't even going to touch that.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right about that.
I could have whipped that. Why is he petting me? Hold on.
Get over here.
Hold on.
But I'm saying like,
I was like, this podcast is going down
for us,
a totally different way.
No, I'm just saying for us, it's just a humbling experience because like for me, how I view it, like James being a brother, and he is the brand. and we represent the brand. You know what I'm saying? That's like your dad say, go out there and don't do nothing crazy because you represent this house.
Don't you fuck
know what I'm
up.
saying? So our job as a band is to elevate what Josh and him has created to where people are feeling and seeing the experience. And I think like every time, that's the difference between us and a lot of bands that I've seen and different things. It's an experience. Every time people come. Like you had one time we was at Headliners and one lady, she was like, I don't even listen to hip hop. She was like, I don't listen to none of that stuff. But she was like, I came from Cincinnati because my friend called me down here. She said, I actually like that. So that changed her whole perception on the genre alone. And she was in her, you could tell she was like in her late 40s and 50s. So for somebody to say that at that age, usually they already set in their ways and stuff. But for her to say like, man, you guys sounded very good. Like, hey, who's that guy? That's James Lindsey. Oh, well, is he from Louisville? Yeah, he's from Louisville. So, I mean, shout out to, James Lindsey.
I said all that to say this.
I know why you're Tyrese.
And that's why he's Tyrese.
Exactly.
Oh, I get why he's Tyrese now. But you don't talk slow like Tyrese. I'm sitting here in the dark.
Oh, yeah, but he's
And I'm because some of that shit he says about as deep as a kiddie pool. Like,
No, but
he's talking about everybody wants to go to heaven, but everybody don't want to die.
Like,
Like,
does that to you?
No, but I think it's
That's
because
weak.
I read an article about when Tyrese ended up just kind of
who was that?
Jesus, hang up.
supposedly. Now supposedly Tyrese went through some things where he wasn't like on firing on all cylinders with his career. He was doing Transformers, and supposedly Will Smith called him out. It was like, yo, man, you just gotta come to my house and we're gonna talk about what's going on. And I was just like, man, I was like, Will Smith as like a mentor.
That's dope.
That's crazy.
And so like I can kind of respect, most people, most mentors, most people who succeed in life, they typically succeed because there's somebody who's there to help.
Right, push 'em,
I mean, just if you'll be, strong enough to listen, I mean, a lot of times, we're too afraid to ask for help because you never know how how people will pretty much be able to see through you or use things against you. So I've been kind of thinking
vulnerable. Yeah.
And I hate that shit.
Yeah, but-
so I don't do it.
Now you'd be surprised though. Like I ask questions to James all the time about things, and because I don't know everything.
It's a forced thing. Like for me, it has to be forceful. Like I'm not openly like let my guard down. Like somebody literally has to like run tackle my ass. Like, hey, listen. Oh, okay. What? What you say?
The best leaders though, they've always have mentorship. And so I think that just in music in general, I think that's one reason why the music now just sounds so different. I mean, there's so much input. Like I've had multiple conversations about just music with Josh. And, and his mind is just so open on different types of genres of music. You have to listen to everything.
Yeah, you do.
In order for you to be able to make stuff that's going to be 10 years forward.
Yep.
Right.
And so a lot of people like, especially.
What pill was that?
That was the blue one.
Exactly.
Full circle.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
I'm telling you, that's how y'all do it in the podcast.
But you know what the scary part about it is? Like, honestly, like, just, like, hearing everybody talking, like, him just talking right now, the level that we're on, that people think we're on, we still have, like, a ways to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the crazy part about it is.
Y'all just scratching the surface.
Yeah, just scratching the surface.
Bro, I can't wake up and, hop into, my new whip, and I got out of my pool, and there was a girl there, and she was like, your penis is clean, your highness. And I was like, wow. So we haven't made it yet. You know what I'm saying?
That was the ultimate level.
We ain't made it.
This nigga.
I think we're always
like coming to America.
This nigga won't be coming to America.
Yeah.
You know Kim ain't about to have no other girl cleaning your shit.
Because we
I
always
didn't say it was her. It could be
I
her.
said, yeah, it has to be her. What are you talking about? Ain't
it
no.
better be her.
That's what I'm saying. It's her.
Because you got to think about
I'm trying to save you. Save yourself.
You got to think about it. We even in like the music and as far as like the show, we still critique each other.
Yeah.
And it's not like, James says, Lorenzo, you messed up on here. I don't ever take it personal.
Right.
Because I know that he's pushing me to be a better
trying to make
me.
you better.
What about that one time?
Yeah,
I'm messing, joking. I'm
Oh, no, I'm about to say.
You know, I call you out there one time,
I'm
though.
joking. I'm joking.
But I know when I mess up. But the thing about it is, man, it's just I think it's just accepting constructive criticism.
Yep.
Because I think a lot of times when people correct us, just in general, your instinct and your pride kicks in so fast.
Bitch, what?
You want
Yeah, you
it's
wanna
like
do
what you
that.
say, but then you fail to consider the source of who's talking.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And my dad always told me, he was like, if I never cared about you, I'd never say nothing to you.
That's
I just let you do whatever you want to do. So he was like, I want you to be a better you. That's how it is with this band. Sometimes Rashad be like, we'll be thinking like, okay, let's go to the next song. And Rashad be like, nah, We need to do that over. There's some stuff that we messed up on. And sometimes it gets a little later to get tired and stuff, but then we notice that after we do it again, it sounds a whole lot better.
Yep.
And then like when Friday we went to WFPK?
Yeah.
That
Did
live lunch.
yeah.
I mean, after we was done,
That was crazy too.
and we was like, man, we could hear everything. And then when they put it on a CD for us.
Yeah, they put on CD
And
and
he
they
played
got
it
on
in his
SoundCloud
car,
too.
and it's on SoundCloud too, on Facebook.
Yeah. Shout out to WFPK, man. We got the whole project live. We did the whole project live. They mic'd everything up, so it's like it's pretty much the whole project live.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
hear everything. That's the thing about it. You hear everything to where James was like, I didn't even hear this when we was in there.
Right.
And the dude, I guess the sound guy had it so well to where what was coming out of the radio was totally
Right.
different than what we was even hearing.
Yeah.
So stuff that we didn't even hear, like my board, I was like, man, that's low.
Yeah.
We put on a CD, or you hear it on Live Lunch, like on Facebook and SoundCloud, you hear everything.
Right.
And like I think in less than 24 hours we had 1,400 views.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
It
dope.
was crazy. Yeah, and I will say another thing about us too that I want to touch on is the fact that we try not to be complacent. So like all of us, we're always trying to like improve our equipment.
Man.
Just like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done glowed up, got the studio, but
You gotta come back at the end of the year. though.
right, exactly. We come back in the end of the year, you know what I'm saying?
It'll be completely different.
Right,
Whoa.
a whole different
They
spot.
got club lights in here. And
Right,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's
Look at
like that's what it is. Like I'm always trying to figure out ways to like improve like stage lighting, things like that. I think that the band is always trying to like we're always renting new equipment and new pedals and new this, new that, and we're always like trying to we're always trying to challenge ourselves, and we never let one big stage like define us. Like it doesn't matter if it was a Forecastle or if it was you name it, or even this past show of The Speed. It's like it was an amazing show. We were super hype about it, and it was good. But then we were like on to the next one. It's like, all right, now we gotta get ready for South by Southwest. All right, what we gonna do? We're gonna be in Austin. Let's try to get this stuff together. Blah, blah, blah.
No, so what do you got coming up next? South by Southwest.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Speaking
Segue.
of which,
Speaking of a segue.
we trying to take the show on the road, man. South by Southwest, man. We got booked at this place called Ingredients, which is just like really dope. Like
Is it gonna be food
bar
there?
club. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of food. Yeah.
Wings?
Yeah, I think it's like a whole like holistic
Guys, name it
natural.
ingredients. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So
You'd
yeah,
be
it's
mad if you didn't have food in there.
Right.
Hey, what the fuck is this?
right, food, alcohol, etc. So we're lining up a bunch of shows now, trying to plan shows on the way to South by Southwest and also at South by Southwest. So yeah, that'll be really dope, and that's coming up in March. Also might have Waterfront Wednesday coming up this summer, which that'll be crazy.
Waterfront Wednesday.
Shout out to WFPK, and so that'll be like a couple thousand people out there on like the waterfront line that they do on
Wednesday.
every Wednesday. I feel like they do it
Makes
every
sense.
Wednesday.
That
throughout the
line
summer.
going up.
On
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Oh, no,
What you
man.
got something going on
Exactly.
tomorrow too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you got going on?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what you
I
got
got
going on?
wind down Wednesdays. No.
What?
It's
You
funny
done
though,
you bring
bro.
that back? I seen
with
you.
the band.
I seen you put that filler out there.
That nigga was
did.
throwing bait, and nigga was like,
I did.
I watched him. He's come on in here, and all the girls was like, yeah, Z, me and my girls is gonna be there.
Like I ain't gonna front. I just now a flyer in my the memory whatever Facebook shit.
Yeah.
It's from a year ago, bro. It was Wind Down Wednesday at Prime. That was a year ago. It was like 6 years, 4 or 5, 6 years ago. That's when
Bring
I
it
first
back.
started or whatever
Bring
else.
it
At, like
back.
Prime, the Wind
Bring
Down
it
Wednesday.
back.
Prime
Used
was
to be like
dope.
$5 bottles of wine. People would be hurt.
Hey,
Whatever. Wings and pizza.
Nah, Z-Nyce is like that though. He ends up working, and he'll work so much that you can be out. Like I went to the mall,
Man.
and
Niggas everywhere.
and Z-Nyce is like turning at like H&M, and I'm like,
I like
yo, like
I
bumping,
like
I like it.
bumping James's new stuff and Ryan's stuff and
Number one
everything else.
hustler.
Like,
Yeah, bro. I don't know. It feels good to. I don't know. And then I got a lot going on. Listen, this is not about me. We get a lot of stuff popping.
It's not about me.
Yeah.
well, I mean, think about it. You've been
So
able to.
modest. So modest. The
This
modest DJ
podcast is
nice.
jamming, man.
Indiana Pacers.
Man.
So glad he made it.
Look at him. Come on. Took him to church. He took him to church one time.
You got to watch out for this guy
Lorenzo,
Renzo.
I love
Took him to
it,
church
though, bro.
one time.
Renzo will start like.
Hold on. Before,
Hold on.
Before
Before I let go.
yeah, before I let go. Before I let go. Good one.
know.
Up.
He's just like, what we doing?
And he ain't even high. He ain't even high, but he just looks
Right.
excited. He's like, yes.
We're going
What
to let
am
you
I
unleash
doing?
the chopper.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta unload the chopper.
Yeah, James is familiar with the chopper. Did we hold on? Did we have the
Yes,
chopper?
we had a
when we-
I
chopper
don't
in the
know.
we
We
did.
had rapid fire, maybe.
We had
It was rapid fire.
Either way,
Yeah.
we have upgraded that too.
upgraded
We have a
that as
chopper
well.
now. Look at that.
Yeah, we went from rapid fire to pull out the chopper.
Wow.
Hey,
So violent though.
Pull out the Draco.
Oh shit.